We're getting started. Good morning, Warren First 931ers. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter.
And I'm Brian Carr, your neighbor up the road.
And I'm Duke, hanging out.
He's
the nothing else to do.
Hey, stop it. Of course, our brother from another mother, Duke Ross, is hanging out with us once again today. I'm so gracious that you could grace your presence with us once again. But there's so many things to talk about on our show today. We're going to talk about a real hot topic right now, which of course is the Trump administration and how they're dealing with the Iran and Israel issues. We'll just call it what it is, that. But we are going to take a quick word from our sponsors like we always do first and foremost, getting into things, and then we'll start off with the weather, courtesy of Reddick Brown Ford, our community weather sponsor. And then I'm going to tell you all before we go to break, my hellacious evening at the Warren County ball fields. First and foremost, I am a mother of two. Yay. But last night started the ball tournaments for the city leagues in my son's age group. And he's got a phenomenal team, and we were playing Brent's Computers last night. And long story short, I knew storms were coming. I hate weather, like Mother Nature at its worst. But I was like, if you could just hold off so this game could get done, that'd be great. But of course, it did not. And I mean, all of us can contest when we've played any sport. As long as it wasn't lightning, we play, right? Mm-hmm. Well, last night it was just raining and it was fine. And then just like one little lightning that looked like it was back in Manchester, like, I'm getting my directionals wrong, but it was like, as far as Manchester, it looked so far away. I'm like, why'd you stop it? Right. Mm-hmm. So with that said, our coach, our umpire said, sorry, game over, we'll redo this another time. And then he looked at the home team, which was us, and said, I don't make the rules. I'm just doing what they're telling me. We leave, we go to Sonic. And then I get a call from the other team because they don't have the head coach's number. And they're like, hey, it was supposed to be a not over game. It was a 15-minute delay. And so then I'm like calling the head coach and I'm like, hey. And it was just this rain. I don't want to blame an adult on any of this. I want to blame Mother Nature. We have missed 3 to 4 games to the point that our games on Friday that was supposed to end the season was supposed to essentially be great, but it rained out, so they had to do as is as the stats, and that frustrated me as a parent because my son's worked really hard. But I'm so dog tired of this back and forth. I feel like this. This is how I feel, and but we got to go back again today at 6:30 to play at this, they got to put in that everything that it ended, we have to start how it stopped. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, and I go, well, how many minutes is left in this blankety blank game? I mean, it started at 7 and it ended at 7:45, 7:50. So there's not, to me, I know it's like almost an hour and a half game, hour and 15. So there's not much more gameplay, but the boys do deserve something, and I get that, but I'm just frustrated and I'm tired. I'm sorry, guys.
Bless your heart.
Yes.
And Kelly, speaking of the weather, Reddick Brown Ford, thank you for sponsoring our weather. And Kelly, I'm sorry. There's more rain in the forecast.
I know.
Right now, 76 degrees here in the Tree City with a high of 82, low of 68. It looks like we got partly cloudy skies up until about 4 p.m. this evening. We're going to have some rain right about the time. It's 30% chance of rain right now. And tomorrow you're looking at a 50% chance of rain. And Thursday you're looking at a 60% chance of rain. But Friday looks up with sunny skies. And it looks like we're going to have a great weekend.
Yeah.
It looks like we got sunny skies throughout the weekend. So,
Yay to the weekend!
we're holding out for the weekend. So thank you, Reddit
Yeah.
Brown Ford, for sponsoring our weather. Hey, have you driven a Ford lately?
I have. It's right behind us, actually. If you don't see, it's like, well, actually, you can't see it. It's on this side. It's on this side. My Bronco is nice. It's clean right now because of all that rain. Free car washes all around. We do want to say a quick shout out before we take our break to Salem Fulton. Good morning, guys. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. And Jan Johnson,
Oh
go.
my word!
Oh.
He says good morning, and he said, "What's up, dude?"
So,
What? Jan's out of? Did he get paroled? What?
Right. Kathy let him out of the box for
That's right.
today. But we are going to take a quick word from our sponsors. And when we get back, we're going to talk all about the serious topic. I know I joke about weather and being a mom and being tired. And have you drank a K Slaughter Killer pink drink today? It's delicious. It's going to be my pink cloud drink for today. But when we get back, we got to talk about this because it's a hot topic. Not just for, it's for all of us. It's not just a Democratic issue or a Republican. It's a nation issue, a whole nation. And so when we call back, or when we get back, we'll talk about that. But as always, Rowan County, remember, keep it first.
Auction Company, the Donald Hillis Realty and Auction Company. In business since 1991, they specialize in residential and commercial real estate with emphasis on farms and land. They can help you with estate settlements, business liquidations, and farm dispersals, including land, livestock, and equipment. Donald Hillis Realty and Auction Company, representing more and more families in estate auctions each and every day. Call 473-7774 or visit DonaldHillisRealty.com. Firm 2273.
Bolden. Now it's Gateway Tire and Service Center. He wanted our customers to have the best products and service at a fair price. That was his motto then, and that still stands today. We promise to be upfront and honest with each and every customer. We'll never try to sell something that our customers doesn't need just to make a buck. If that's what makes us different from our competitors, well, we're just fine with that. Come see us today or give us a call at 931-815-9000.
Come join us at 110 East Main Street for a farm-to-table experience all year long. We offer gluten-free, dairy-free, guilt-free goodness that will leave you feeling energized and satisfied with every bite. Our small batch from-scratch menu bursts with juice, shots, smoothies, soups, wraps, and sandwiches, and more prepared daily to give you all the nutrients your body craves. We never add powder, sugars, or anything you can't pronounce, so don't miss out on this delicious, healthy opportunity. Swing by and indulge in some wholesome goodness today at 110 East Main Street, McMinnville, Tennessee.
Community Network Productions takes you inside each community with local interest stories, local music artists, and information.
With each show, the focus is the people and our beautiful community. With our creative team, we customize unique show ideas with our friends in the community. Our focus is you.
See each of our shows on all social media, including Facebook, Instagram, and at our website at www.communitytvtn.com.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
All right. We are back here at Tops Frozen Yogurt in Metro Deli. You're hanging out with Kelly Ray, host of Ward First 931, alongside with
your bearded neighbor from up the road, Brian Carr.
and our neighbor from down the street,
Duke
Rice. He's live
Rice.
at Yurt Nation.
Yurt. You're in the kitchen.
And I just wanted to say shout out to Kevel Sheep and the gang at the Tree City Cafe, because right now they're introducing their new chai lattes and their London fog latte to the menu. So here's just, if you want to know what a London fog latte is, it's Earl Grey tea with Italian. He's going to have to pronounce some of these words for me right there.
Bergamot.
We'll go with that. Smooth vanilla and organic cane sugar. Original chai. It's a whole leaf black tea and fresh ground spices. The Diva chai is a bolder spices and less sweetness for more authentic Eastern taste. Raja chai is a bold aromatic chai with turmeric for a golden twist. A full moon chai is a classic sweet and spice blend inspired by India. And a zero sugar chai is all the spice but none of the sugar.
That's what I need, the zero sugar.
Right.
Zero sugar chai.
Sorry, I have to drink all my sugar today. I am like out and about. And I also want to tell everybody, I just received, talking about ball teams and such, the Morrison Rutan text went out for ball teams. They said, we just want to update everyone that we're trying to maneuver all the last part of the season. We will not have games the week of July the 4th. The tournament will be the week following July 4th. Hopefully we can get through this week and next spending, working with the weather. And that's what, like I say, I don't want to blame an adult on this or, bad scheduling. The weather has really screwed with ball schedules this year all across the board. But two, I also want to say, and then we'll go on to the, I didn't tell Duke this yet either. Our thoughts and prayers go out to Ashley and Ryan J. Moore.
Yeah, I saw that this morning.
Yesterday, Ryan's team, which is the Coffee Bank Trust, they were supposed to play before our game, and we saw that no one was there. And then when we called Ryan to ask him about some nursery stuff, he let us know on the phone what happened with Ashley's father. And I just want everybody them to know that our thoughts and prayers are with them as they travel this morning to go work everything out.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Ashley's from Jackson, Mississippi, and she suffered the loss of her father, and it was unexpected, and so we're just lifting that family up in our prayers. And I share a relationship in the sense that Ashley's from Jackson, Mississippi, and my wife and her family, they're from the Jackson, Mississippi area, and knew how much she loved her dad. And so we're sending our thoughts and condolences and our prayers for Ashley and the whole entire family.
Yeah. So, but if there's, and I told them this last night, if there's anything we can do for the family, please let us know. And I know it's just a hard time, especially with Father's Day, just being here. I always say there's no such thing as timing. Things happen when they're supposed to, unfortunately. But good morning to Retha Muncie. She said, yeah, we had 2 games called off last night because it came a monsoon just before we started playing. So there you go. And Jan Johnson says, Duke, good to see you, buddy. And Jay's Restaurant Jr. says, Duke's in the house. So, yes.
Need that strawberry pie that he's got out there.
Strawberry, was it cheesecake, shortcake,
or whatever it was, whatever that dessert was that he makes out there. It's delicious.
Well, when you come back to town, I'll make sure we go get one, which will be Thursday.
Yep.
Thursday. But one of the big hot topics going on in our nation right now, of course, is the simple fact of Iran and Israel, the back and forth battle, of attacks. It's, and again, this is nothing new. Iran has been attacking Israel from what I researched for quite some time now. This is nothing new.
For over 40 years, they've been talking about how once they develop a nuclear program, they're going to wipe Israel off the map.
Right.
And this latest series, starting back October 7th, 2 years ago in 2022 or 23, when they came in and attacked, and it wasn't Iran, but it was an Iran-backed Hamas from the West Bank that came over and started attacking. And I mean, one of the vicious aspects of it, and for those that do not know, is that they were having a concert like Bonnaroo
Yeah.
and these guys flying in paragliders and just start mowing down people. This is all caught on camera. If you really want to see some carnage, I mean, I don't encourage this at all, but it's on the web. You can find it. But so this is what they've had to contend with, and here's where the U.S. is involved.
Yeah.
We've been trying to hold peace accords meetings with both sides, and this is where we're at right now. So I'm going to share this from News Channel 5, but President Trump yesterday left Canada where they were having the G7 summit and came back to the United States and made a statement to prepare the situation room. So there's a lot of unrest going on, and with the June 13th bombing that Israel did against Iran, and then Iran countered and sent bombs back, it's it looks like a continuing or ongoing situation. But one of the platforms that Donald Trump ran on is to keep us out of foreign wars. And so the conservatives, a lot of us are like, we don't want to get drawn into something else. Israel has always been our ally ever since the Holocaust, and the state of Israel was formed in the late 40s and early 50s. So, but Israel seems to have brought a lot of this on themselves, as far as like, everybody knows they have nuclear capability. They stole our plans in the 50s, and now we're starting to see more documentation come out of how much they have. And then they're the one lone country in the Middle East that has nuclear capabilities. And then you got Iran. They're trying to do it. And so here, a non-sanctioned Israel is trying to prevent another country who is non-sanctioned to stop their nuclear program. And it's getting ugly. And one of the issues that a lot of conservatives have now is that Donald Trump was trying to call for peace. There was a 60-day window to try to get them to.
You have 60 days to figure this out. Daddy's giving you 60 days.
And
figure it out.
And then the Israelis jumped the gun and just start bombing. And so Benjamin Netanyahu, the prime minister of Israel, is saying that Trump knew about this all along, and that he was going to, and Trump has not said he has or hasn't. And beforehand, he said didn't know anything about it. And so there's a lot of internal fighting amongst the conservatives at this level. You know, what did he know? What didn't he know? Is he going to stick to his promise, keeping us out of foreign wars? But he's a big pro-Israel guy. I mean, he moved the capital from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, which presidents for years have been talking about doing, but no one ever did it. And in his first administration, he wound up doing that. So a lot of we don't know what's really going on in the Situation Room with Trump. I know that they're keeping abreast of everything, and I'm pretty sure he knew about it before anybody else did.
I agree.
But it causes us to question, and a lot of us, even in our religious beliefs, the things. There's so many churches. You got a World Outreach, and they're big pro-Israel people. A lot of, especially Protestant churches. You got a lot of Baptist preachers, a lot of preachers that side with Israel in everything. But it seems like in this case, Israel's been the perpetrator of a lot of the carnage, a lot of the things. So it's like having your bestie, and they get into a fight, and they're expecting you to watch their back. But hey, they ran off at the mouth and started the fight. What do you do in that kind of situation?
I mean, at the end of the day, I don't, as far as my sway goes, after seeing all this stuff, I don't like war. I don't like it at all. I don't like fighting. I don't mind about the verbal back and forth, agree to disagree stuff. But as far as like violence and people dying, it's never been on my radar of like, yay, let's do that. But I hope that they figure it out before it gets any worse, because I don't want any innocent people, that's also Israel and or Iran, to get hurt. I mean, kids, women, all. Right now. I hope they make the right decision, because we voted these people in to make these decisions for our best for the best option for us.
We don't want another Ukraine
No.
war. I mean, no one ever wins. And really, it's not even the president or the prime ministers who make these decisions. It's all the corporations, the bankers, and all the people.
Mm-hmm.
Wars cost money. Wars spend money. And so these are the people that we really need to look at.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I know
All the money.
I kind of sound like a conspiracy theorist, but
Yeah.
I watched the Candace Owen and I watched most of the Candace Owen and Ian Carroll YouTube video yesterday, and it was very enlightening. I would encourage everybody, because what you want is total perspective.
Yeah.
You don't want just one side, because a lot of it, I mean, I'm as pro-American as you get, but I don't want to be saying, death to, Iran or anything like that. If there's no need for it, if this is a Israel-Iran thing, I don't want to be in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I want it to end. I want it to stop. But yeah, Iran's been the victim of their own stupidity by saying they're going to, as soon as they get a nuclear bomb, they're going to blow up Israel.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's your
It's
neighbor.
kind of hard to see who really started this at the end of all this as you're talking. It's kind of hard to really pinpoint who's at fault.
The lines are definitely blurred.
Oh, 100%.
And-
What do you think, Duke?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, let me throw out this disclaimer is that my opinions of my own and don't reflect those of Warren First 931.
Okay.
So Kelly doesn't get any hate mail after I'm done talking. I mean, I kind of agree with Brian. I'm a little torn on it. It's going on now. It doesn't matter who started first now, but because everybody's back and forth. And I don't know if anybody saw the video that was all over the news yesterday where Israel bombed Iran's TV station, where the woman was on there talking, and then all of a sudden things go dark. She's running out of there, and you see like the ceiling starting to fall in.
Right.
And that was very scary to watch that. And yes, innocent lives. You never want to see that. But also, sometimes it doesn't hurt to flex the muscle a little bit to try to get somebody at the negotiating table. And I know everybody's been like, I know Iran's like, it's too late now. We're already into this. But I get the odd feeling that they may come back to the negotiating table. I saw something this morning where the talk is that Trump's going to send J.D. Vance over there, the vice president, and the Mideast envoy as well. So we'll see. Yeah, I mean, it's never fun to see something like this. And, like Brian said about the, religious folks, everybody who's, ever been to Sunday school, that, you always watch the Middle East. And I know there's been conflict over there for years, but times or anything like that. But, it always makes you wonder, with what's going on.
Duke, you were talking about the bombing of the air or the on-air news, and what's really interesting is that in Israel, there's this picture that's been circulated of somebody, and it looks like a woman's hand holding up a note in English. Okay, and it's supposed to be somebody in Iran saying, "Please bomb our state TV." And starts and lists all this stuff, and then it's signed in Arabic at the end, and it's like, first off, English is not the primary language in Iran, especially.
Oh yeah, no.
But even in Israel, when Netanyahu wants to be sympathetic or wants to draw the Americans in, he'll speak in English. Most of the time, they're speaking in Hebrew, but for the most part. These guys, the sign that made it around social media about somebody asking them to bomb the state news in Iran, in Tehran, it's like, whoa. And really, I can understand bombing military installations and things like that. But again, this is the propaganda machine, and Israel knows how to play the game better than anybody. They're better than us. I mean, and there is documented things on Israel of where they faked a bombing in England to try to draw the Europeans and the United States into a proxy war. I mean, there's so many things that they've done.
Yeah.
So you can't say that they're totally innocent. they're kind of their own worst enemy in the sense they perpetrate
Like
all
we
this.
all are. In
all
a
this-
sense,
oh,
right?
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
we could say that about any one of us. I'm my own worst critic.
Well, but they have done so much to manipulate
Yeah.
our sympathies towards them,
Oh.
and so that's what that's,
It kind of like it's the boy in the dam. Like, how many times are we going to have to fix this leak? Like the boy that called wolf or something,
yeah,
The boy that cried wolf all the time. And it's like, okay, how many times have I told you?
And so you'll see it in our newsletter, especially if you get it.
Yeah.
But other countries, Russia primarily, has condemned Israel's actions, and with all these different countries, everybody's got a vested interest somewhere, and ultimately, Iran, their number one chief export is oil. Oil makes the world go round. So it's not about the nuclear capabilities. It's not about the nuclear weapons. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it's about who's in control of the oil.
Mhm.
That's ultimately where it is.
I mean, after all, I totally agree with that. And with that being said, doesn't that mean like our gas prices could potentially go up?
Well, there's reports today of two big super tankers, and I think in the Gulf of Tonkin, or not Tonkin, Gulf of somewhere around the Middle East, that have caught fire because they ran into each other. Now, both of these companies that own these tankers, one of them's Finnish, so from Finland, and the other one's like Antigua or something like that. But that shouldn't have a bearing on our oil market.
Okay.
But
That was just a coincidence.
But one of the things they said was this was operator error or something.
Yeah.
But then there's been reports that there's been electronic interference with their reports now. Of electronic interference with the instrumentation of these super huge vessels. So yeah, if they're jamming people's signals and causing their radars to go offline, and
I could see that.
You saw what happened. Did you see just a few weeks ago in New York where there was it was an old timey or an old fashioned sailing vessel that had sails, like real sails, and it ran into like the Brooklyn Bridge.
No.
This was just here in the last few weeks,
Yeah,
and
I've seen that.
their claim was that their stuff was malfunctioning. So if it can happen, I mean, it happens even today.
Again, this brings up a movie that we watched on Netflix. It calls like "This Is the End." I think it like Barack Obama, Julia Roberts, and some other actors. It's like if we were under a cyber attack, essentially is what this is. And that's kind of like what Brian is saying, where they took over in the movie, like what's the protocol that the United States is supposed to do. And that's why they brought former President Barack Obama in on this, and he gave them some of the and you could see like what you're talking about, like airplanes were coming down because of the transmission issue, and then they got taken under control. I mean, it's a whole thing. Like this could and can happen.
Well,
Not trying to scare anybody. I don't want to scare anybody. I want you to keep living your life, but it can happen.
Well, listen, what's crazy is like the next video that I started watching. I'm a big Watch Mojo fan.
Okay.
I love the Watch Mojos, the countdowns and everything. And one of the crazy things that they had with art imitating life, or life imitating art, so to speak. You've seen on The Simpsons where Donald Trump's coming down and running for president years before he even decides to do
The
that.
Simpsons predicted everything before it
They were talking
happened.
about this was one thing that I was watching. Baby Stewie on the Family Guy. He was running around saying he was locked in Kevin Spacey's basement. Well, Kevin Spacey turns out to be one of these guys that's
You're one of those guys.
Yeah, one of those guys. So
Yeah.
there's this thing. There was a television show that aired before 9/11, and it was about flying an airplane into the World Trade Center. And then if you look at Alex Jones, there's documented proof on his show. He talked about terrorists doing that.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh man.
Listen, you gotta get people that come up with these crazy ideals of what could be, what might happen. I mean, it's just a thing. What was it we've talked about on the shows before, Dick, about Back to the Future? What was it that what team was winning the series or something?
Yeah, it was the Cubs.
Oh, yeah.
In the sports almanac, the Cubs. And there was there was a bullpen coach from Warren County on that World Series team. I think it was 2016 because he was the Grand Marshal for the Christmas parade that year. Brought him in. We
Lester
actually interviewed him on the air.
Yeah, Lester Hudson.
Yeah, Lester. Yeah.
It's so crazy how this, and I know, I sound like a nut job. I know it. Sorry, people. This is just the influence of things, but that's what you see. And our good friend Junior at Jay's Restaurant says this could make gas prices go higher. Oh, I'm getting something. I feel like Johnny Carson. For those of you who remember Johnny Carson, he takes the envelope, sticks it to his head, and has a prediction.
Barnett.
I predict gas prices are going to rise. just a prediction.
Just a prediction. No, but but if there's any other comments you guys want to talk about when it comes to the Israel and Iran, and just to know your thoughts about this, because we would love to know about it. You're always welcome to message us here on the show, as well as you can message us with our phone number at 931-369-3050. You can even actually also come on here as well, and we will get you on audio and, do a little feedback. I've never post a little one-on-one, but we are going to take another break from our sponsors. And when we get back, talk a little bit more about the weather and upcoming things again. Thanks again to Reddick Brown Ford and upcoming events, because if you are a Boy Senior mom, you better be listening. Just saying, because if you miss this opportunity, you're done, son. You're done. But remember, Warwick County, keep it first.
Welcome to our coffee drive-thru, located at 601 Beersheba Highway, McMinnville, or give them a call at 474-1776. At Our Coffee, we pour love into every cup of coffee we serve. Welcome to our coffee drive-thru, located at 601 Beersheba Highway, McMinnville.
Don't know what to eat? Have you tried Cumberland Biscuit Company or Tops Frozen Yogurt and Metro Deli? Down on Main, you can enjoy pizzas and sandwiches, weekly combo specials, soups, salads, and finish it up with Tops Frozen Treats. On the weekends, check out Cumberland Biscuit Company's unique dishes like the Twisted Goat Burger or the Bambushka Burger. For lunch or dinner, get the experience of going out of town right here in McMinnville, down on Main. Follow Tops and Cumberland Biscuit Company on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
When you need help with your medical needs, who are you going to call? At Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you're not just a number, you're a part of our community. When you call Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you'll get a live person to help answer your medical questions. In a hurry? Try our convenient drive-thru. Not able to get out? We offer free delivery within the city limits. Stacy specializes in Mr. Stewart's over-the-counter and prescription cough syrups. Need to transfer your prescriptions? It's no trouble to transfer to Stacy's, where people care and wellness matters. Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy is located at 485 North Chancery Street, or give them a call at 474-0600.
It's the perfect time for planting. Visit Randall Walker Farms at 8240 Manchester Highway in Morrison, Tennessee. From fresh plants to seasonal favorites, we have everything you need to beautify your home or project this fall. Available for both retail and wholesale. Looking for something sweet? Don't miss out on our delicious frozen blueberries. Stop by and see us 6 days a week, Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. For more information, call 931-635-9535 or email rwalkerfarms@benlomond.net.
Craving the best barbecue in the South? Look no further than Prater's Barbecue in Morrison. Whether you're dining in or taking out, we've got something for everyone.
From our mouth-watering brisket, baby back ribs, juicy ribeye steaks, specialty sandwiches, and fried chicken tenders, your taste buds are in for a treat.
Don't forget our weekly specials. Monday, spaghetti or hamburger steak. Tuesday, meatloaf or barbecue chicken pork. Wednesday, pork loin or Salisbury steak. Thursday, smoked chicken halves or country fried steak. Friday, fried catfish or Cajun catfish on rice.
Whether you're feeding hundreds at a company picnic or meeting a friend for lunch, you can count on Prater's to satisfy your taste buds.
Call us at 635-2259 and taste the tradition at Prater's Barbecue. 30 years of excellence.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
Welcome back, Warren First 931ers. It is a super Tuesday here on this Tuesday at Tops Frozen Yogurt in Metro Deli. I'm Kelly Walker Slaughter.
And I'm Brian Carr.
And I'm Duke Rice.
Yes, and it has been such a great time this week so far. Remember, if you have any questions about our local voice newspaper, feel free and message us at 931-369-3050, because if you want a hard copy delivered to your doorstep, text deliver to that number and with your phone number, your name, and your address, because after the show today, me and my son are going to be delivering. And so we have
the papers.
Yes, it's going to be great. We're going to be slaying all day. We're going to be slaughtering it all day. And then also, too, don't forget, we do have a free digital subscription to the newspaper if you want. Just text the keyword local voice to 931-369-3050 and with your email address, and we will send you a free digital subscription each week. We deliver on Mondays and Tuesdays, depending on when we can get the paper, because, of course, 9 times out of 10, holidays happen on the Mondays. And when it's a government holiday for Monday, nobody's working. So, FYI.
And this next week is our July 4th edition.
That is correct.
So any information that you need or to have put in your July 4th, if you're having a yard sale, if you're having a bar mitzvah that you're inviting, anything,
And that is a good point that I need to bring up to you guys today, because we have a lot more classifieds in our classified section.
All right.
I was so excited about this. But with obituaries as well. So thank you to everybody that sent me the obits. So you can see, not right now, but if you want the paper, you'll be able to see we got 3 to 4 obits. But as far as the classifieds go, we have a cemetery decoration announcement in there. We also have a yard sale in there, church happenings. And one thing I did want to mention that I found this the other day, there is going to be a meeting, mark on your calendar, for June the 22nd at 2 p.m. It's going to be about the fair.
All right.
And it's going to be held at the Fairview Fairview Community Center, located on Beersheba Highway.
All right.
So just to get everybody. And then if you are looking for lambs for sale, you can call 931-954-2208. And that's just to name a few. We're starting to pick up.
Who's not looking for lambs to sell or to buy?
I mean, I saw this morning on McMinnville, Tennessee Chatter, a person is going to let you rent their goats or their sheep or what. I think it was goats. 5 goats for 5 days if you want your lawn cleaned up. Like if you need some.
I'm sorry. I was thinking something else.
Oh, mine in the gutter.
Goat yoga. Come on, man.
Yoga, whatever.
International yoga coming up.
It actually is this Saturday. It's coming up, so
I know,
that's not a joke. But with that said, if you are looking for a nature way of getting your lawn mowed at your home, or if you want to get centered, there's 5 goats for rent. I saw that on McMinnville Chatter. I'm like, only in Warren County you see stuff like this. Keeping it real. But with that said, one big event that is coming up here at 10 o'clock, which you did have on your end.
Yes.
If you want to talk about that right quick, Brian.
Yeah, let's go ahead and pull that up if I can find it.
And I want to say thanks to Hunter McDonald for, messaging us yesterday and letting us know about this groundbreaking event.
Yes. Now, this is from First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. And look, guys, we're very proud of First National Bank.
Yeah.
Being here and then growing like they're doing. So big news out of Woodbury. We're growing. We're thrilled to announce that First National Bank of Middle Tennessee will be breaking ground soon on a brand new location in Woodbury, Tennessee. Our team has been proud to serve this wonderful community, and now we're planning even deeper roots with a fresh new building designed for you in mind. Because when we say we show up, we mean it.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now, get off in your neighborhoods and your families, and now with a big, beautiful home right here in Woodbury. It might take us a little time, but we'll still be at our current location. And so that is happening today And there are so many comments of people excited about this. And look, in business, if you're going to grow, you either got to come up with new products or new markets.
That's right.
And so expanding closer to Murfreesboro, and I know they've got offices in Murfreesboro, but we're really proud of First National Bank. Thank you, Ian Vance, for inviting us out. We're going to try our best to do what we can to get out there and see what we can see. We may have to catch it on the after, but still, shout out to First National Bank and what they're doing. And
I think it's great.
Hey, look, competition drives everything. Competition always is in favor of the consumer. So we're grateful to be in, because we've got a great little bank right across the street from us.
We do. Citizens Tri-County Bank. How is the Dow Jones doing?
Oh, let's see how the Dow Jones is doing.
Since we're mentioning about money.
Yes. And look, the markets were up yesterday. They were 300 points. They're down right now, 58 points. And with all this stuff, Trump coming back and everything, but it's going to be in flux. Yeah. I mean,
that's like the norm, isn't it? Like when it comes to the Dow Jones, it's up and down like every day.
Well, since its inception, it's grown, and here in the last 30 years, it has grown astronomically. I mean, back when I was a young person in middle school, high school, we kept waiting for the Dow Jones Industrial Average to get to 1,000.
Yeah.
And then get to 2,000. Now our highest we've gotten is like 44,000, and it did drop down. But still, people are making money. People are losing money.
It's part of the game.
It's part of the game. But as the economy grows, and that's why it's up to 42,000 now. Our American economy just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And so it's always going to grow. I'm a big Dave Ramsey fan. If you guys are not familiar with Dave Ramsey, I really encourage you. I know a lot of people don't like Dave Ramsey in the sense that he tells them, hey, get off your credit cards and quit spending wildly and don't go into debt. And I know it's hard, especially with interest rates right now. But hey, go see your good friends over at Citizens Tri-County Bank. See Mr. Shane Brock. He will hook you up. I'm sure they'll find the right investment vehicle. Got to call it investment vehicle for your money to get to where you need to go.
And another big thing that is happening this week, I don't know, Duke, can you see it when I pull stuff up? I didn't know if you could.
Yeah.
You want to talk about raising the woof?
Ooh.
Raising the what? I'm sorry, you kind of dropped out on me.
Sorry, raising the woof. Wolf.
The wolf?
Yeah. Have you heard about that event? You didn't?
No.
Okay. No. So this is their second. No, you're fine. This is their second annual Raising the Woof at the Chamber of Commerce event. It's a meet, a give, and adopt. It's making a difference with all these animals that are out there that are in need of adoption. It's going to be on June the 20th, which is this Thursday at 110 South Court Square from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. We're going to make our mad dash out there because there's so many things happening this week alone, and I can't wait to get into all those events and more. But this big event is you can, adoptable dogs. You're going to meet shelter dogs from the Warren County and the city of McMinnville shelters, both of them. And, and this comes at a great time when we just had the health and welfare subcommittee meetings held. There is close to 70 to 80 dogs in just one of these shelters. And they had to make, there's decisions that they have to make where dogs can become unadoptable, where they've hit what was it they called it? They hit, they turned, where these dogs turn, where they are just so emotionally and mentally overwhelmed. It's really hard for them to even get fed and to get, any water because they're starting to, I don't want to say, because I'm not there aggressively going after the people, but they're just like, they're just in question. But before they get to that 600-day mark here, if you are in the market for ever thinking about adopting an animal, going to events like Raising the Woof at the Chamber isn't a great event to do. And I will tell you, and Duke will also tell you, and I don't know if, with your animals if they're rescues, but we have a lot of rescue animals at my house. That's the only type of animal I have ever had in my life. I don't know what it is, but when you get these animals, they understand that once they go through the 3 to 5 month process with you, when they adjust to you, they are the most loyal, loving, caring dogs, and they don't want to leave because they know how well you take care of them, right, Duke?
Yeah. Excuse me. My daughter's cat, Scout, he was from the Humane Society. She adopted him, and he's turned into Garfield now. He's fat and lazy, and but he's a really good cat. And then we didn't adopt him, but he was given to us. Max, our weenie dog, our chocolate weenie dog that we've had for the last couple of years before we left McMinnville to go to Alabama. He was given to us, and I would encourage anybody, if you're thinking about getting a pet, go down there and adopt one. It's an easy way, and those animals need a home. They need love, and no greater reward for an individual is to get an animal that needs a family and needs to be loved.
I agree. And and I want to also say, when you're thinking about adopting or getting any animal, a pet at this point, it is a huge responsibility. It is a lifetime commitment. I want to explain that to people. I understand things happen, like say you have a relative that just recently passed, and there's circumstances that we can't control. But for those people that get an animal that they think they're ready for it, before you go and adopt, they're always looking for people as what would you call, to go and pick up the animals, to take them to their appointments, to go take them for a walk, to volunteer to see if you are able to, first and foremost, be able to take care of an animal. Not just the time you put into it, but the money, buying the food, the expenses for that animal. Because my worst thing is when you adopt, like in 2 or 3 days, you see a post on social media saying, I thought I could do this, but I can't. Can somebody find it a new that it just tears at me. And I told my husband when we're building this new facility, I've been calling it the new facility, our new home. I said, when we get all said and done, I want to make just an area where maybe potentially, where you can make 2 or 3 dog kennels. So in case of maybe we can keep a dog for a week, rotate it out where it's not in the shelter or something, rotate them. I don't know if they'll let me do that, but I just thought, because Duke knows how much of an animal lover I am. And I would hate, there's this one dog in there that his name's Mork. And he is on the verge of being in that 600 mark. And when he's with me, he does not want to let me go when I took him to his doctor's appointments. But I already have, right now, I have an 18-year-old Great Dane, and I have a 4-year-old mutt mix, which is, I think it's a lab, Bailey's a lab, and a pit, some type of pit mix. And I just can't bring another pit mix dog in right now. It's very tough, but visiting them, giving them the love they need. And I told Holly Cox, I said, that Mork is still on my heart, for some reason. And I told my husband, I know how dogs or puppies, let me say this, getting a new puppy is so darn cute, right? Like the baby, it's, what do you call it? The puppy love stages. It's so darn adorable. You see them, a little baby, and
and they have this puppy smell,
Yes, the puppy breath, the puppy smell. Oh, yep. But don't forget they teeth and they pee and poop everywhere, just like, it's a whole thing. But getting a dog that just wants to be loved, I can't explain it. I can't explain it.
I hate that we're in this predicament. I hate, and the economy has a lot to do with it, but this has been going on in Warren County, even when the economy is good. Yeah. People, we have to remember, if we can't take care of the little things, and compared to human beings, animals take a lower priority. But if we can't take care of the little things like our animals, how are we supposed to take care of our children? And that's why, that's why we have so much dysfunction here in this community. And guys, we got to be responsible with our animals. We got to spade, we got to neuter, we got to find things, and we need. I don't know, man. I'm all about bringing the lock and stocks back and putting people in the town square and throwing tomatoes at them. If you can't take care of your animal, I mean, shame on you.
Yep.
And we shouldn't have services like this, but we do. So we really need to educate the community and say, hey, look, it ain't cool to go drop your dog off out in Dibble over by Bluff Springs Road, because those are my animals now, and it's so and I love them to death. Don't get me wrong, but and you're right. I have cats now. All my dogs have passed, and the few that have been dropped off in the last few years, I've taken. Please forgive me, but I can't get the people out here to come get them, and now there's don't know. So I take them to Cookeville. And say, hey,
and I want to say, I don't want to pin all this on the shelters here in Warren County. There's other shelters outside. If they're booked here, like, instead of like bashing them, saying again, the facility that these animals are in are only supposed to house, I think they said 20 to 30 animals, and we're at 70 or 80, where you're starting to triple, quadruple book in each cage. That's going to get bad. What can we do? Well, if they can't take them here, go to Manchester, go to Cookeville, go find somewhere. If you know your dog is, say, a Yorkie, right? There is organizations that are specifically for Yorkie adopting facilities, and just getting into that. And then, another thing I know they mentioned at the meeting, and I want to say this because we talked to Blaine Wiltshire here on this show, is like you talked about spay and neutering. If you believe that we need to spay and neuter these animals to help control the number of animals in this community, reach out to your county commissioners, reach out to your city officials, let them know we need to come up with some type of law or something to get this started.
And that's one of the things that a lot of people are. This is the contingency in that.
Yeah,
it's contentious in the fact that we don't want any more laws. But guys, we're having to take care of all these animals, and we don't really have the money funded for this stuff. It's
our taxpayer dollars, which is, I'm not against it, but our taxpayer dollars are paying for this.
Look, we're paying for, we're giving out grants and money to Meals on Wheels. We're, helping the folks out at the
senior center.
Senior center. There's so much money that's going on. And then we've got a homeless epidemic. I mean, can you imagine Warren County? We have a homeless epidemic. We have that many homeless folks here in Warren County. So there's a lot of things. So, I sound like an old man. Get off my lawn. But still, it's one of those things that we have real issues here, and we got to work together to get them.
We got to figure out. And I will say this. I know he made the comment about the rules. We don't want any more rules. But with rules, there is less chaos. Let's be real.
That's what we have to. You have to have. So
we have to.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to Raise the Wolf, and what are they doing? This Thursday. We'll pop this one up.
Okay, pop that
because
in.
This weekend
it's a back-to-back. Actually,
it's a big weekend. But the Experimental Aircraft Association, Chapter 1700, is going to be having a ribbon cutting out at the Airport Road. Which, if you've never been to the airport before, I encourage you to get out there, because this is where we host a lot of our Memorial Day ceremonies. Veterans Day ceremonies, things like that. So the Experimental Aircraft Association is having a ribbon cutting because this weekend they are having an all-day fun day type thing with over at the airport.
I got it. I got you, boo.
You got it? Okay, good deal.
Yeah, so the ribbon cutting is this Thursday. So make sure you go that for the building. It's a building that was donated, and that's going to help with the Young Eagles and all that, to facilitate that. But the big event that is going on, because it's Aviation Day, is this Saturday from 7:30 to 10 a.m. And you can go, thanks to Pat and Basham for sending this to me. Love you, girl. But they're located at 48 West Airport Road. It's going to be a breakfast. And I'm telling you, if you haven't had their pancakes, it's amazing. Pancakes, eggs, bacon, sausage, biscuit and gravy, and some OJ and coffee. So, again, come on out. And then the Young Eagles program that they're going to be doing all day is from 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. You need to go online, though, guys, and register your Young Eagle. And they're also asking, they're going to have cars and bikes displayed. So, like a little cruise in, as you could say, and it's going to be all day till 5 p.m. And they're encouraging all pilots, EAA members or not, aviation car and motorcycle buffs, and the public are all welcome. Feel free to post in your local airport and pilot lodge. So again, this is from the Chapter 1700 Fly Drive-In Breakfast Aviation Appreciation Day.
And what Kelly is reading is in our newspaper.
Yes, it is.
So,
I just don't have the hard copy right now.
That's all right, because it's going to be out. And look, there's so much information. Those are just a few of the things that we got.
I don't even want to look at that anymore. It took me, I'll go through it real fast. And then, Duke, you can just say to Kelly, breathe, Kelly. But, of course, Main Street Live is this Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, weather permitting. As you know, we've had 2 cancellations already. But this Friday is the Legacy Band. It's a classic rock band. It's going to be performing. Don't forget the McMinnville Special Games is still doing a food drive right now. We talked about the EAA ribbon cutting building. We're also, I saw this the other day, thanks to the Vanilla Bean Baking Company. They're doing a one-on-one Canvas workshop session on the 19th, this Thursday, from 9 to 12 p.m. There is a big car wash going on Saturday, June the 21st, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And this is going to be held at the First United Methodist Church, supporting individual goals of our homeless neighbors. We just talked about that, There is also, with it being yoga weekend, finding your zen, the place to go this weekend if you're into yoga, because it is free. And, they've been talking about how it's open to the public. If you want to see what's all going on Isha, go to their yoga fest. It's going to be this Saturday. You be the judge. And then there's a big job fair coming up next week on June 25th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's for school bus drivers. They make a killing, including the subs. It's like 85 or 105 bucks a day. I can't remember how the subs. And then, of course, we talked about raising the roof. And then here in McMinnville at the Church of God, enjoy a night of singing on a week from this Friday, June the 27th, from 7 to 9:30 p.m. It's going to be at the detention center.
Oh, it's going to be at the detention?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this is the Locust Street Church of God.
Yeah.
But they're going to do this at the detention.
From what I understood, yes.
All right.
And then, of course, talking about 4th of July happenings, kicking it off in Viola. It's the Viola Valley Stars and Stripes 4th annual going on June 28th.
All right.
We will be there going live. So, and also, too, don't forget, if you want to see Lainey Wilson or the Blues Brothers, we will be there as well. But they have like Kid Rock, Tim McGraw. We've had Luke Combs. And when I say this, these are people in the community that get together, we dress up, and we lip sing. So
anybody down at Center Hill Lake that knows Kid Rock, you invite him to this.
Please. How neat would it be if we had him and Keezy up at the same time and they didn't know who was the real Kid Rock?
I can see Bob just taking the microphone. That's not the real Kid Rock.
I know. Kid Rock. I'm telling you, his outfit that he has with the wife beater tank, the hat, the hair, the jeans, you can't tell the difference. You can't. We took a picture and people shared it when we were at the fair, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, Lainey Wilson and Kid Rock are actually there." Oh. And I was like, "Oh, thank you." But Lainey Wilson's not blonde, but thank you. But no, it's a real good experience. We have fun doing it. We've been a part of it, since Walker's been born. So 10 years now. But I mean, Duke's seen the experience. We've had it at the fair several times. It's really a one-of-a-kind show.
Yeah, it's excuse me, it's fantastic. It's always fun watching everybody. I would say everybody's great. My favorite has to be the Blues Brothers, especially when your son got involved as the briefcase carrier. That was fantastic. It's always
yeah. I love that part. And real quickly, we're going to do a live read of a couple of our sponsors.
Yes.
And then we're going to take our last break. And when we come back, we're going to wrap it up with talking about the financial management meeting that Brian Carr was graciously to be a part of because we do got to wrap things up, because I do want us to go swing by and say hi and howdy ho to the groundbreaking folks over there. But first off, would you like to shoot up Walker Minor Roadside?
All right.
Let's go.
Get your phones ready and repeat after me. 423
423
615
615
1937. Now, in 1937, the Golden Gate Bridge was reopened for something. I don't know. But no, the year 1937. So if you remember, 423 615 1937. If your car stops unexpectedly, or if you're stranded on the side of the road, you need to know that number. That's Walker Minor Roadside.
Yep.
And you call them and let them know what the issue is. They come get you back running. So thank you, Mr. Tim Walker, and the great thing. And if you use the code Kelly, Kelly, and you can
why? Because I care.
Because Kelly cares. Just check out her pink drink. That's for,
I'm telling you, I've already drank half of it, and I'm good to go. I may need to go pee here in a minute, but I'm good to go.
But no, thank you, Mr. Walker, and Walker's Minor Roadside. Again, guys, that number is 423-615-1937. Say it with my eyes closed. Love that number. Got it down.
Number.
You need to have it down too, because that's going to be your connection. Send them a text, give them a call, and let them know where you're at.
Exactly. And I want to also say thanks to TNZ Rental and Removal. Tyler and Zach do a phenomenal job, whether it comes to junk removal, trailer rental, property cleanouts. That's commercial and residential, guys. And they're all located here in Middle Tennessee. Give them a call at 743-9079 or 224-8593. And you can follow them on Facebook as well. But again, they're just one of many of our sponsors here that keep the lights running and the internet going, as I say. And I've just been so blessed to be able to pop around to wherever we need to, especially like with Duke and them. I mean, Duke is in Sparta right now in Uric Nation. And this is what it's all about, is making connections with all our communities.
Right. Yeah. I mean, we're not that far away from you guys. So it's just a quick ride up 70 South, I think it is, something like that. And,
I suck at traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
And what is going on up in your nation right now? Like, what is there any? And I know, I don't think it's the same way. I know, coming up here in a few weeks is the Smithville Jamboree. Do y'all do anything like that in Sparta?
Yeah, there's, I think there's something going to be going on the square here in Sparta. I forgot, but I think it's the Lester Flat Day, where they bring in a bunch of bluegrass. And in case anybody doesn't know, and I know we've probably covered this back on the old show, but Sparta, Tennessee is the home of Lester Flat, bluegrass legend, and of course, Flat and Scruggs did the Beverly Hillbillies TV theme back in the day.
That's right. Yeah.
And and I think they even had Lester on the show a couple of times. And then some great stories about back in the day. If you were hanging out at the old WSMTAM building, and Lester was coming through on the way back from Knoxville to Nashville, he would stop in and pop in and do some stuff live on the air. It was really cool. Wow. So they bring in some bluegrass people, and they do a whole bunch of tents with people, around the square. And it's just a fun-filled day, and remembering they used to do it out at the fairgrounds. I think it was called Corn Pone Day back in the day.
Say that again.
Corn Pone Day, which is it's a slang term for cornbread. And they even had Martha White as the sponsor back in the day, Martha White Flour. And so, and people would make their favorite cornbread recipes and all that. And so, it's a big deal on the square. Now they've moved it to the square. And if you like bluegrass, I'll have to get the dates for that, but I think it's coming up in July.
Okay, good deal. But guys, remember, if you do have 4th of July events coming up and you want them in the newspaper, you need to let me know this week. The deadline for that is the cutoff is Friday at 3 p.m. I am not spending another weekend where I am dog tired trying to get the newspaper together. I want to make sure it stays as informational and educational and so transparent as possible as I can be. And also, too, don't forget, if you have an event that you've been a part of this week, whether it's sports happenings, meetings, gatherings with an organized group, you are welcome to email us at warrenfirst931@gmail.com and send us a little news story with a little picture. I'll give you the full credit, and it's in there because my goal for our local voice newspaper is to be 100% community driven, because that's what it is.
Not just the front page.
Not just the front page.
If you're picking up what we're putting down.
Yeah, put it down.
Yeah.
We love all our media companies, but that is one thing that we've been hearing about, one specific one. It's just the front page.
When you open the front cover, it's going to be the same on the very back.
Yeah.
We'll have a few national stories in there. We'll talk about things just
but not very little.
But yeah,
one or two, not the whole thing.
You'll realize we're all about Warren County and this greater Tree City area.
Yeah. And don't forget, if you're sitting there watching this and you think that, gosh, I can't write worth of, yes, you can. Everybody's got a little journalist in them.
And listen, what we do a lot of times is if we get quotes, we just ask, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
Tell us. And
we'll do a little blurb.
We'll write it for you.
Yeah. You can call us and we'll do it for you.
Yeah,
you just got to let us know.
Over the phone, doesn't matter, text.
Yep.
We can get it done. So.
We try. All right, we're going to do one more quick break, and when we get back, we're going to do a quick send-off because we got to go. Thanks again. I didn't send you the complete wrong place. Okay. I'm going we got a new address we got to go to for this groundbreaking ceremony. But remember, Warren County, keep it first.
Citizens Tri-County Bank has been serving the people of this region for 53 years, and we are fully committed to the people and the communities that place their trust in us. McMinnville in Warren County is just one of the 9 counties that we serve. With 4 convenient branch locations, along with 7 ATM and ITM locations, you can be assured that Citizens Tri-County Bank is close by. Committed to you and committed to the communities we serve. It truly is what makes Citizens Tri-County Bank the only community bank you will ever need. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
February is the month of delicious deals at Sonic Drive-In in McMinnville. Get ready to treat yourselves. Starting February the 24th, cool down with their delicious, refreshing strawberry mangonada slush. Perfect for those sunny days. Start your day right with our special drink offer until 10 a.m. Make Sonic your rise and shine morning destination. So many flavors to choose from. And remember, we've got the best sun drop in town. Dive into these amazing deals this February at Sonic Drive-In.
This is David Moore with Supreme Building Products. We've been your one-stop shopping center for lumber and building supplies since 1963. We're a family-owned business and operated and proudly served Warren counties for over 50 years. At Supreme, it's not just about great prices, but it's about exceptional service. Our customers are what's always supreme. From lumber to roofing to plumbing and paint, we have everything you need to build your dream home from the ground up. Whether you're a contractor or homeowner or a weekend warrior, our knowledgeable staff is ready to assist you at our state-of-the-art drive-through lumberyard. Visit us, please, at the corner of Highway 70 and North Spring Street. There's something for everyone at Supreme Building Products, where quality and customers come first, and the coffee's always free. And always be sure to shop local. Call us, please, at 473-9564.
Spring is here, and so are your yard care needs. Visit McMinnville Lawn and Garden at 129 Keel Drive, where we've been serving our community since 1995. With a rock-solid reputation for excellent service, our dedicated team is here to help you find the best lawnmowers, leaf blowers, chainsaws, weed eaters, and more. We proudly carry top brands like Echo, Stihl, Shindala, Gravely, Cub Cadet, and Skag. Take advantage of our early spring service, free pickup, and a discount on service. Plus, from chainsaws to gardening tools, we've got you covered for storm season. Trust the experts at McMinnville Lawn and Garden, where quality and customer satisfaction come first. Call us today at 815-5296.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
All right, guys, welcome back to Warren First 931. I'm the host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter, alongside
Brian Carr
and my good friend
Duke Rice.
Yes, it is. And again, guys, Duke is going to be making appearances with us throughout the summer as of for now until other things happen in his life. But again, he will be with us on our show Thursday as well.
Mm-hmm.
Shake and nod. I know you got, yep, caught you in your drinking. And are you going to be coming to us physically?
That is the plan.
Okay, so Duke will be with us going live Thursday at Juicy's, so please tune in with us that day. And I'm going to put it out there if you want to come by and say hi, because a lot of people have asked me about him, like, how's he doing? What's his life story? Is he back in McMinnville yet? No, but slowly I'm trying, secretly. But with that said, he will be helping us be on the show, because I always say it's nice to have other voices on the show, you know?
Yeah.
And it's going to be, and I told Brian, if you had to learn from anybody, it's this man right here.
Look, that's all I heard was Duke this, Duke that. Duke taught me this. Look, so much. And that's the beautiful thing about legacy is that you can pass on what you've learned, what you know to somebody else, and they in turn can pass it on to
That's correct.
So, yeah.
So, but again, that is going to be this Thursday. Oh, go ahead. Were you going to say something?
I was going to say, yeah, well, you're talking about that because I was talking to a friend of mine in South Carolina, a guy that has done radio forever. And so talked about learning from him and passing it on and you know, and that, how he learned from people as well to pass it on to people like me. And I pass it on to Kelly and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And that's the way it works. And by the way, for those that Kelly said that she's trying to get me down to McMinnville, the new place she's building, she's got a bunker downstairs where she's going to kidnap me and throw me down there and keep me in the dark like a mushroom and just you know,
let you come out when you need to. Get some light, feed you, the bread and water.
Keep sewing.
Yeah,
that's right.
Keep sewing.
Right.
Find out my material. They think I'm doing all this by myself. What are you doing?
Right.
Don't shut your eyes. Don't shut your eyes.
You better have more stories.
Yeah, but no, but with that said, it's just, I always say this, I'm always a part of the community and I want it to ever so grow. And, and Duke taught me that, and, why not? He said, yeah, I'll come on the show and chat with you and stuff. And so that's what we plan on doing. And, everybody said they missed the Duke and Kelly show. Not the Wow Wake Up Morning Crew is still alive. People are like, you still talk to Duke. They're still amazed that me and him, there's some people that are amazed that we stayed connected since he's left. And I said, y'all don't realize, like, Duke is like, he's literally like family to me. He's like my brother. And like, and I cried when he left, and I cried when I cried happy tears. I've cried sad tears. I've cried, oh my gosh, he's got me back. He's so much closer now. I'll take York Nation. I'll take White County any day. But again, Duke is in a great place right now. He's back in Sparta. He's, doing what he always does best, being Duke, so.
Well, I love
being
seeing,
me.
Yeah.
I love seeing all the comments. If you look down this comment board of all the people, hey Duke, it's Duke. I love it. So man, this looks like foreshadowing of a lot of good stuff to come. So thank you, Mr. Duke, for your legacy and keeping.
We're making you sound so old. Thank you, old sir, for continuing your legacy.
Well, thanks to everybody who made comments. I've missed everybody down there, and I've talked to a lot of people. A lot of people have reached out since I've came back, just asking how I'm doing, what they can do to help. And I tell you what, there's nothing like community strong to where people, they always ask, what can I do to help? I have no clue, but I appreciate the fact that people are offering, and I definitely can feel the love for sure. And that's the thing, the love and the positivity. I'll get back on my feet. I'll get out of this chair sooner than later. And that's the plan. And I appreciate everybody who's been supportive.
Yeah. But with that said, guys, continue on messaging us, letting us know if you need anything here at Warren First 931, because it's all about taking care of the community first here at Warren First. But we do have to go because I have to haul over to Morrison because I want to be a part of this groundbreaking ceremony with First National Bank and get the story on that. But Duke, again, thanks for being on the show. Can't wait to see you and Tara.
See you everybody Thursday.
And you get to hopefully try some good food with us. Mary always lets us try her new tantalizing foods. I've converted him.
Yeah, it's so good.
Oh, if there's going to be food there, then I'm all in.
I know, right? I'm like, I don't need money. Feed me, Seymour. Feed me. So, and Duke knows that. I will do anything if you feed me.
Feed me, Seymour.
That's no joke. I used to get paid in steaks and stuff at restaurants to say. But anywho, with that said, guys, take care. God bless. Enjoy the rest of your day. And remember, Warren County, keep it first.